Another eastern Kentucky county declares a state of emergency as the weather continues to cause problems across the region. Plus, some people are keeping an eye on their rivers as heavy rain is expected to continue off and on through the weekend. And a sinkhole causes a garbage truck to crash in southern Kentucky. We'll give you an update on the driver's condition.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59 on Wednesday, February the 20th. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for joining Mountain News This Morning. Now, we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but we are in for quite a bit of rain this week, and you can already start to tell some effects across the region. Brandon, good morning.
Good morning to you, Will, and you're right, and we're seeing heavy bands of rain move through parts of the area this morning. A lot of rain moved through overnight, but this morning as we start the newscast here, taking a look at live pinpoint Doppler radar, a little quieter for most of the region for now, but don't expect it to last. Have a flood warning in effect there for parts of Estill and Lee counties there along the Kentucky River at Ravenna, so keep that in mind. Heaviest bands of rain now moving into southern West Virginia out of Lawrence County. A couple of stray bigger bands there going through parts of heavier bands. That's the word I was looking for. Going through parts of Morgan County, Elliott County, back up toward Boyd County as well this morning. You see the last few hours, it's been back and forth all night long, and all this to the west is starting to push to the east. All this was coming from the south earlier, but now this back part of this line starting to shift to the east. So we're going to see more rain tracking into our area as we head to the morning hours. Temperatures surging out of the south, though, as that warm air gets pulled in. Already 48 Monticello, 45 Middlesboro, Williamsburg, some upper 30s there across parts of the Big Sandy and upper Kentucky River. Visibility is pretty rough this morning, so be careful of that too, especially in areas where it's raining pretty hard. Headlines for today: heavy rain will be back and forth throughout today. Maybe some thunderstorms later this afternoon. A brief break tomorrow, but we'll still see some scattered showers, and system number 2 gets in here by Friday. I'll have the rest of the forecast coming up here in just a few minutes.
All righty, Brendan, thank you. Well, on top of a partial county government shutdown, Knott County leaders have now declared a state of emergency due to ongoing road issues. As WYMT's Justin Case reports, officials hope the declaration will help get some much-needed state funding to help.
This is Calf Hollow, one of about 8 county roads damaged over the past week from things like breaks and slides.
The hardest thing is you got folks like that lives in this holler here. They can get up to here and can't go beyond this flagging. You know, it's a safety issue, and they can't drive over this road, and they're having to walk onto their home.
This is the only road that is impassable. Others have only temporarily been fixed, but the issues come from the price tag on all the road repairs.
He done 3 project estimates that total over $150,000.
Judge Executive Jeff Dobson says the county has money coming in from FEMA, but that money must be paid out for projects in previous years that still have outstanding balances.
We've cut everything that we possibly could cut to try to save every dollar that we can. We're just in such of a deep rut that this is kind of where we're at.
At the Knott County Fiscal Court meeting, 2 new taxes were proposed, a 2% occupational tax and a 4% insurance tax. Officials say the insurance tax would raise about $600,000 a year.
Just enough to pay the bills and pray the Lord that nothing else happens.
That money would pay for county road repairs, bond payments for the Knott County Sportsplex, and it would bring back insurance for county employees, something officials at the road department say they would be thankful for.
And one thing I can honestly say about our small staff is they've all held their heads up, and we've moved forward, and I've not had no complaints.
Trying to secure funding for a problem that directly affects people's safety.
Now, officials with the Knott County Road Department say they will be on standby as rain potentially causes more issues in the area this week. Moving to Bell County now, where officials are bracing for potential flooding this week. This is a park along the Cumberland River. Last year in Bell County, the river rose up to more than 1,000 feet. Right now, the river is sitting at about 985 feet, which is 12 feet above the normal level. They worry a couple more inches of rain could raise the river up another 20 or more feet. In Estill County, officials there say the Kentucky River is actually going down right now. It is expected to go back up quickly in the coming days. The river is not expected to impact any homes, but will likely cover some low-lying roads. Officials are reminding everyone to never drive through a flooded roadway. Well, in southern Kentucky, officials started to close roads yesterday ahead of this storm. After last week's heavy rains, areas along the Rockcastle River were flooded, including Bee Rock Campground, where a walking bridge across the river has become covered by several feet of water. And as more heavy rain threatens the area again, several people have concerns about other low-lying areas.
I anticipate this whole area that we're standing in right now to be underwater probably by Wednesday evening, if not Thursday morning. So until Wolf Creek Dam can start, letting some water out, we're going to be the place here that's going to be holding quite a bit of it.
Forestry officials went through campgrounds yesterday, tying down cables and closing off areas due to public safety concerns. Well, heavy rainfall caused a rock slide earlier this week at Lake Cumberland. All the water rushing out of one of Kentucky's largest lakes brought people out to see the mess, which almost led to a dangerous situation when boulders came crashing off a mountain. One of the witnesses, whose car was almost hit, says it could have ended tragically.
And about that time is when the rock slide came down.
Now, the slide happened Monday and has since been cleaned up. Happened just above Wolf Creek Dam, which is releasing more than 25,000 cubic feet of water every second as Lake Cumberland is nearing levels not seen since 1998. Well, all this rain is likely to blame for a large sinkhole that caused a garbage truck to crash. These images are from Somerset Police. Officers tell us the ground collapsed under the truck as the driver was pulling away Monday morning. The truck dropped several feet into the sinkhole. The driver, thankfully, was not hurt. Out to our west in Paducah, crews started installing their floodgate. The Ohio River there is expected to crest at more than 49 feet. The last time the gate was put into place was about 1 year ago. The city also uses pumps when the water level gets to a certain height. All of those pump stations are currently working. And just a reminder this morning, you can always find the latest weather conditions on the WYMT weather app, see live radar and zoom into your own neighborhood. You can also learn about warnings and advisories in your area. You can find it at the Apple and Google Play stores. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News This Morning.